EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us down south to Mercedes-Benz Stadium on the west side of downtown Atlanta. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Atlanta Falcons. Along with Greg Olsen. That's Brandon McManus to get this one underway. Off we go from Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. It's the first run of the game for Bijan Robinson. And he'll take this past the 30. A gain of 6, mark it at the 31.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Ready up. Here comes 2nd and 4. Another run here for Robinson. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
This is 3rd and 6. From the gun on 3rd down. Here's Penix. That's to Mooney, complete right side. And he puts his head down and he picks up the 1st down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
That's caught! And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Robinson. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
Ready? 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the gun, here is Penix. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Edgerrin Cooper. And the Packers are going to get the football here. They force the INT on the game's opening drive. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Let's go now. Love to throw to get started. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. He was trying to connect with Matthew Golden that time. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
Go play action with Love. In trouble, and down he goes.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Now fair catch called for and taken. sets them up in outstanding field position.
3-yard line.
They'll run with Robinson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
We're going to go play action with Penix. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there. And it's going to be third down.
9 yards to go.
From the gun, it's Penix. Yeah. Taking advantage of the room to run. A gain of 19 on the scramble.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on third down. Like, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
Escaping to his left. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he'll be out of bounds down around the 40. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
And 10 yards to go.
Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. To the goal line and in. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown Falcons. His 6th touchdown now for the season. Younghoe Koo now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Falcons will take a 7-0 lead.
Younghoe Koo, the kickoff for Atlanta.
So out is Coop. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Ready?
From the gun, it's Love. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Now a shot here, deep middle. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Forced out left. Taking off, he'll turn. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. But this is taken in by a teammate.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want. But now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball. More bodies around the ball carrier. Because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often. And when they do, you got to seize the moment. I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike. And that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route. But the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, it sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
Back to throw is Love. He's got a man. That's Watson. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the 1st down.
A Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
And he'll be forced out of bounds, but there is a flag down. And we'll check in with our referee. We begin quarter number 2. The Packers have the football. They've got it second down and less than a yard.
Ready, play. Ready.
Throwing is Love. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. Jaden Reed was the intended target. Now it's going to be third down.
Here we go.
In motion, it's Golden.
Ready.
From the gun on third down, it's Love. This one's just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Brought down at the 21, a gain of 1.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
It is second and 9. Now Penix. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Quay Walker. And he's going to be looking at a short field for the offense after the INT. Chance to tie the game or even take the lead.
Ready.
Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10.
Come on. Set. Ready.
Running from the pistol, it's Jacob. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 1.
Okay. Ready.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and 5.
Let's go.
Here's Love, operating out of the pistol. He'll take a shot for Watson. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down. Christian Watson, the intended receiver. Third down coming up.
Set. Hut. 10 black. Hut.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. Flush to his right. And he's in. Tucker Kraft. Touchdown, Green Bay. That his second TD catch of the season. Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers will level things out at 7 apiece.
Brendan McManus, the kickoff for Green Bay.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Penix. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. He's got room past the 35. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
Up the sideline, past midfield. down the sideline to the 20. And he will score. Bijan Robinson. Down Atlanta. Here's Coop for the extra point. He's got it. And the Falcons will move out to a 14-7 lead. So out is Coop. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
This one complete. Right side, it's Watson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A gain there of 23 yards. Good for a Green Bay first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
Mike, the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
And he will get into the end zone. Jaden Reed. Touchdown, Packers. Now it's McManus for the point after. He's got it. And the Packers will tie things up. We are all even at 14.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Now return coming from the 7. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And they'll take this to about the 28. Edger and Cooper. They're on the tackle.
It's now second and 6.
It is second and 6. They'll go again with Robinson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
On third down, Penix. He's going to find his receiver. It's Robinson. 2 minutes to play here in what's been an even first half. Greg and I back to Atlanta in a moment. Here's first and 10. It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
It's a loss of 2.
Well, on the back of the previous play, Mike, we saw him have some success through the air. They tried to change it up with a draw, but the defense wasn't having any of it. Didn't sell out for the pass. They're able to stop that one for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Now, deep ball for London. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. It is a big play there for the Falcons. And even 30 yards.
Let's go. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Plant. It's Penix. He's going to dial up another deep ball. That is caught. What a throw. Kyle number 7 on the year. Koo able to add the extra point. And the Falcons have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. So out is Koo. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On first down, it's Love. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. James Pierce, he's in for the sack. It's going to be a loss of 8 to begin the drive.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
And he's going to be close to the first down. Out of bounds, just a little short. Need to pick it up on third down.
The key to a good quarterback scramble, Mike, is knowing when it's time to go from a thrower to a runner, and that's exactly what we saw here. Doesn't get the first down, but he's able to pick up some really positive yards and then get out of bounds.
Okay, now, blue striker, 10, Edo blue.
To throw is Love. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away. You know, I think there's certain times, Mike, throughout the game that call for a very aggressive style of play. I'm just not quite sure this was one of those situations, but I guess we'll see how it plays out throughout the rest of the game.
And he's downfield to the tight end pitch. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. That pickup good for 29 yards.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Here we go. Lightning 18.
Off the play fake, here's the lefty Penix. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. Inside the 30. Nothing better than a big man touchdown. The defensive lineman comes up with a pick-6. Celebration time for the guys up front.
Yeah, Mike, and you can always see which guys have a little running back in their pass, because this big guy, when he got his hands on the ball, he was not being stopped until he found himself in the end zone.
Halftime coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. The return starts from the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. On first down, it's Penix. Moving to his left. He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. Edgerrin Cooper getting in there to bring him down. His first sack of the season. So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment. Both teams look good on the offensive side in the first half. Will it carry over? We're about to find out. Second half is underway. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. Room to run past midfield. And they get him to the ground, but he's all the way down to the 35-yard line. What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another first down.
The 35-yard line.
Ready.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And this time, they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down.
It's a loss of a
This
yard.
play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Wide
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Yellow. Hut, hut.
On play action, Love. That is caught. And he'll take it on in. Jaden Reed. Touchdown, Packers. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers go up by 7, 28-21. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
Really with it. I should probably sign a hit, boy, because I got all the hits, boy.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
Here we go, Shaq.
Give, and here comes Robinson. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Let's go.
On play action, Penix on the move left. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On 2nd down, Penix. Flush to his left. He'll get rid of it and complete it. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
They'll go play action now with Penix. Moving left. Down the field, but it falls incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
And this is going to work out for them. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10.
At their own 7-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here comes Jacobs. And this is going nowhere. He's going backwards to the 4-yard line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Ready. Steel, black.
In motion, Reed. On 2nd down, Love. Forced out wide. He'll let this one rip, looking for Watson. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. A pickup there of 13. First down, Packers.
And it's been this elite pass defense that's made things very challenging for the offense so far, and that's only his first catch of the game. But, you know, sometimes, Mike, it's just that one play that gets you going, so we'll see if that's the case here.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
He's going to air this one out. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down. Packers set to kick this one away.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Let's go now.
We'll try the right side with Robinson. Down the sideline, past the 45. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 33 yards. On first down, right back to Robinson. A good physical run, motoring forward for 9.
Remember this one thing. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
Here's third down and a few inches. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And he's in! Bijan Robinson. Touchdown Atlanta. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. On is Coop for the point after. He knocks it through. And the Falcons have come back to level things. It's 28 all.
Young Wei Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
35-yard line.
A run up the middle with Jacobs. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
Now he'll air one out. That's caught to the goal line and in. Touchdown, Green Bay. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers will go up by 7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
At their own 25-yard line.
inside the pocket. He's going to keep it himself. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, here is Penix. He's going to take a shot down the field. That is brought in. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 52 yards.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Throwing now, Penix on 1st down. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary in there to bring him down. And that's his first sack of the year. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. To the right, that's Pitts. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down. Space getting tight here. Down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Penix. That is caught. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short. But he has picked up the 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything?
It is brought in the end zone. Great London. Touchdown Falcons. So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late.
Young Wei Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time?
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
In motion, Reed.
45, wide, cut.
Let's go play action with Love. Exiting the pocket right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a 1st down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage, and it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
There's a short one caught by Kraft. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. What a way to start this drive. A 2nd big play. This one for 22.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On the double.
1st and 10.
Blaster, 6. Here we go.
In motion, Reed. Love to throw it on 1st down. Forced out wide. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the 1st down. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's first and goal coming up.
That's another Packers first down.
Shot. Right. Right.
Green Bay.
Out of the shotgun. It's Love. Flush to his right. That is caught. What a job to keep the play alive. Jaden Reed. Touchdown, Packers. That is 3 touchdowns in the game and 4 for the season. Greg, they did everything they wanted to do on that drive, and now a chance to really make it an important lead.
Mike, with that touchdown there, they're an extra point conversion from extending this lead to a 2-score game. And at this point in the fourth quarter, I think they'd feel pretty good about their chances of holding on.
Wow, they are hitting now. It's been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on that return. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
2nd and 10. Back to throw. Here's Penix. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Javon Bullard. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway. So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
Rolling to the left. Inside the 10, it is caught. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here's Jacobs. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
We got to see a little taste of just the range this defense can play with. How well they can flow outside as this play gets stretched out. No problem for them not only to track the runner down, but stop him before he gets back to the line.
Not a lot of room to work there. Well played by the defense. And they set themselves up for 3rd and goal. Now a timeout. Atlanta. That's their first. And they'll take it with just over 90 seconds left on the clock. Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Yellow.
They'll drop to throw. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal. Falcons go ahead and take their 2nd timeout as they'll discuss what's to come. This 4th down is looming. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kicks away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Plant. It's Penix. Pushed out to his left. He's going to tuck it and go.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting first downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
One timeout at their disposal, but the more pressing need, you have to score twice. It's 1st and 10. And that time, the pressure too much. He'll go down.
The problem with some of these long developing plays is that it really forces the quarterback to hold on to the ball. They tried to hit him there with that big shot downfield, but the protection is just not able to hold up, and they're able to get home.
Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. Headed left, buying time. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
The pressure too much, and he goes down. Here we go. This is 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
4th down, and here's Penix. Now, deep ball for London. He's got it. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down on what will be a big play then on 4th and long.
28-yard line.
Here's Penix. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet. Here's Coop for the extra point.
Youngway Koo lining up for the point after.
The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the 4th quarter. The timeouts are gone, so this becomes a must. They're going to line up for the onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away. And he'll be taken down. No timeouts left for the defense. That should do it.
Let's go. Right, 95. Let's go.
Love will take a knee, and that ought to do it. So, it's a win here for the visiting Packers. And it is their 3rd consecutive victory. They continue to play great football.
Don't get put in that blender. Hold on, who is you? Pat him down before he enter. Don't you hang with the ops talking about he don't remember. Trying to copy what I do. You is not a printer, cooped up, make get they suit tucks begging. I ain't even got $2 for you. Roll call